So today we're taking care of our heroes. So you click bottom right and then you can see the different heroes that you're having and how they are leveled. Now, one of the fundamentals of the heroes is that they need to be equipped with, here you can see with the equipment, that they need a good level of the stars. And that obviously they need to be leveled overall. So this is, like in my case, level 60, and this is how many soldiers they can finally bring to the battlefield. Now, for this video, we want to take care of the different skills that we are seeing here. In my case, you see 4 times 10. Yeah, so I'm talking here on those kind of skills. Now the question is which skills to choose. So the first ones are always for each hero pre-selected, and that defines how strong the hero is. In general, you can say that level 3 series heroes are stronger than level 2 or 1. And there are really clearly differences in the heroes and how strong they are. So there's a different video for that. I don't want to go there. I want to really take care of the equipment. Now, there's always the question on the table, which equipment to choose. So if you click bottom right, so where like a SWOT sign is posted, then you can access the different skills that you're having. And that is fundamentally different depending on where you are in the game, how long you play it. So let's start with that. So here you can basically see the different skills that you're having. Now, how to get those skills. So what you do there is you go to the Hall of Valor. You click on the bottom second from the right, where the 2 cards are, and then you can basically do that every day, I think. So you can do you can click and for free, and I do this now once, right? And then sometimes you're lucky and you get a different skill, or you can level the skills. So let's go back to the skills. This is how you basically get, in this case of shield attack, 5 stars compared to, let's say, silencer, where I only have 1 star. So that is via this process how you can level the skills itself. Now the question is, to which hero does which skill fit? Now, if you click on the details of each of those skills, you can see top right, you can see the bottom recommended. Right? And in this case, for instance, it's recommended for Gregory, Jens, Harald, and so on. Now, I personally wouldn't necessarily go with that because what you have to do, in my opinion, reading a lot of reports and seeing how these skills act in real life, you basically have to read the description. So let's go for that. When developed troop launches a basic attack and has a shield, then there will be a 47% chance to deal direct damage of 473. Now, what does this mean? So basically that means in this case, you need another skill that is activating the shield, and then, this skill really makes sense. Now, and then if you click on details, you can also click here in the bottom part, the 5 stars. And there you can see what would it mean if you level this skill, right? So what would be the final stage in the end? Now, so you basically, what do you do? I mean, to make it hands-on. So in general, you can say there are silver skills. They are really not good. So I would never go for those. Then there are purple skills. Sometimes they are not bad, but more when you start to play the game. So if you're a bit more advanced, I wouldn't go for those, because in general, the golden ones are much stronger than the purple ones. Now I have to say there is one purple one I like, and that is the healing function. So if you don't have a healing function, in the golden, that's something that you can go for. Let me search for it. Yeah, here. That's the blessed healing. Okay, so that's not too bad, but there are better ones in the golden ones. Now, so if you now think about which ones to choose, what I do is step one. I basically, of all the goldens that I have, I read the description. I have a look at the damage factor. How high is it? And how high will it go if I level this skill? So that's something I do. And then I need to think, sometimes they are conditional things. So like the shield attack, yeah, it needs another skill to be activated. So let's have a look at my other account. Because there you can maybe see it a little bit better. Okay, so it's loading. Okay, let's do the same. Let's go on the heroes. So this is the pathway I'm going for. So here are my heroes at the moment, and I'm working to improve it, don't worry, are Jette and Helga, right? So let's have a look. So if you click on Helga, her skills are clearly to heal the troops. So those first two are given. So if you read through it, you can do yourself, right? There is a lot of healing in there. Now, what I do with Jette is that I give her, skills that fit to that. Let's have a look then at Helga. So I have one basically which is more of towards healing and one that is more towards attack. So in the future I will go for Roski because Roski is much more impactful than Helga. But for now I have Helga. So I click on the skills and here I have Awakening. And here you can see when developed troops are healed, then this gets basically activated. So that's nice because I have healing skills as well. So the activation skill is there to activate the Awakening. Now, and then I wanted to have one which is really creating damage. And here you can see, so I have this one here. And here in this case, every 10 seconds, you have a damage factor of 900. Now, why have I chosen this one? Because, so let me go to the skills again. Because if you look at the star rating, you can clearly see that certain skills are better than others. And this is what you develop over time. So I have chosen Awakening because there I already have 4 stars. And in general, you know, if I compare to an Rage, Awakening would be better for me because it's already quite leveled, which is kind of a thing of a lucky thing, right? So it's nothing that you can influence. So over time, you maybe wanna change your skills because other skills get leveled via the stars. And therefore, they become better and basically become better than the ones that you're having. So there is not a general recommendation that you can give because it depends on which skills you're having already. So which ones are available to you. And in the very back of it, you can see the ones that are not available, but could be available in the future. So, and then there is one combination which I can clearly recommend, and this is if you go, in my case, to Helga. So one is Awakening. Wait. Yeah, this is the combination. So Shield Reflector nicely works with the shield support. So they perfectly fit together because one is activating the shield and the other one needs a shield to be activated. So that's perfect. Now, now how do I see this in action? So there are 2 ways. One is you can go to the arena. Challenge yourself, right? So I just do a random one. So here it was successful. And then you can click on view data. And then you can basically see here the comparison of the different troops. And there you can read a lot on how often was it activated, how often in comparison to your competitor was it activated, these kind of things you can see here. The other thing you can do is you can basically go to your reports and have a look there. So let me see if I find one. Okay, so that's something I have done this morning. This is the same, right? So you can read through it, and you don't get disturbed by the amount of troops that they have either healed or killed. More get have a look at the part how often it gets activated, right? So shield support get activated 6 times, 22 times. The shield reflector and awakening is only 9 times, and the wild indulations, this is only 5 times. So I might want to think to replace the one that is only activated 5 times over time, but for now I basically would leave it. I hope that was a bit helpful. Still not super straightforward because there are a lot of components. The components are which skills you basically have. That's one component. The other one is how well they are leveled with the stars. That's the second component. And the third component is what they basically can do, which you can get from this little descriptions here. So you can think about probability. That's important. So what's the probability and likelihood of them being activated? And you can look at the damage factor and what they basically do. So I would say this is the summary. Those are the 3 things you should consider in order to choose, and always give obviously the best skills, in your opinion, the best level skills to your number 1 star troop combination. So that would be, in my case, that would be then Helgar and Jette. But if you think on Spear, I guess the best combination for now is Roski together with Helgar. So don't get disturbed by my heroes. That's not so important.